Hey everybody, this is Max Callan, and this is of course the Double X Vlogs of Max show. And today on my show I figured I'd talk about some stuff, namely some news, stuff I heard in the news, something that happened to me on Saturday, and I figured I'd do some YouTube promotion since I had asked this girl I know on YouTube whose videos I'm a huge fan of if I could promote her page, and she's given me permission to do that, so I figured I'd do that on my show. So I guess I'll start off by talking about a little news story that made me sad, and it's basically about these kittens that were found. They hardly hadn't eaten anything. They're basically starving, they're covered in maggots, and they're basically found by someone. I don't know if they said who on the news found them, but they were found by this person. They were taken to the local animal shelter, and apparently, because they were in such bad condition, only 2 of them could be saved, while 2 of them ended up having to be put down because they were covered in maggots and they couldn't be saved. Stuff like this that really breaks your heart, you know, because you hate to see stuff where people basically decide they don't want their pets anymore, and they'll just throw them out and get rid of them instead of taking them to the OSPCA if they don't want them anymore, and so that they can be given to other people and have a good home and a good life. Instead of course, whoever these people are, they just decided to get rid of the kittens, didn't even think about their well-being, which is really frustrating when people do that, because kittens deserve love and attention just like people. They're not like little playthings that you just play with and get rid of when you don't want them anymore. They're actually a big responsibility. I have had a kitten in the past, and it actually was a lot of responsibility, but it can also be a rewarding experience having a pet. So yeah, basically only 2 of the cats survived, and one of them that I seen was actually having trouble walking, which made it even more heartbreaking to see stuff like that when you see a cat who can barely even walk because they're in such bad shape. But thankfully they were able to save 2 of the cats, and it's a shame that the other 2 had to die, but that's what happens in life, I guess, especially when you have people that show hardly any respect for animals to the point. It's just like how people abuse their animals. Basically hate people that do that, because you shouldn't abuse any kind of animal, and no animal deserves to be treated cruelly. And yeah, I'm hoping the kittens find a good home. Kind of makes me wish I could take them in, because I'm a huge fan of kittens. I love kittens, always have, always will. And yeah, so I figured I'd go on and now talk about the postal worker strike that is going on in Canada right now. Basically, I'm kind of surprised that the strike hasn't came to an end. I mean, the postal workers' demands can't be that unreasonable, and if the government had any sense at all, they would be working to put an end to the strike instead of not working to put an end to it, because right now, as far as I've heard, mail delivery in Canada, because of this postal strike, well, at least in my general area, is down to 2 or 3 days a week, which I don't think is right or fair, but unfortunately that's the way it is. There's not much any one person can do about it. But yeah, I'm hoping that the postal strike comes to an end soon, because I hate the fact, and it's bugging me, the fact that mail's only 2 or 3 days a week. And what must be even more frustrating is when you have people out there who are waiting for packages and they're not getting their packages sooner rather than later because of the postal strike being the way it is and not getting resolved. So yeah, basically I was out Saturday. Figured I'd go get a sub from Subway because I love their steak and cheese subs. I usually have mine with onions, mustard, and green pepper because I like it that way on Italian. So basically I went there and I basically go up to the door and I see this note on the door saying that they're all out of bread, and the store was apparently closed, and I was basically thinking, what the heck? I mean, couldn't they have made more bread and kept the store open? Like, come on. I go all the way down there to get a sub, and thanks to the restaurant being out of bread, I wasn't able to get my sub. And I don't know, it just really bugs me, you know, when you're one of those people that really looks forward to something only to go to get it and it either ends up not being there or the place you were going to eat at is closed. Just really annoying. But yeah, they do have really good subs, but I was disappointed that I couldn't go there. So I figured, yeah, I might as well go up to Captain George's Fish and Chips. It's this other fish and chip place. It's been around Midland for a while and I've wanted to try it, but I haven't really went to try it yet, so I figured I'd go try it. And the ironic thing is, I no sooner got up to there, and that place was basically closing just as I got there, which was kind of frustrating because from Subway to where Captain George's is was actually a pretty big walk, and to get up there and find that it was closing just as I got there pretty much was disappointing, especially since I really want to try their fish and chips because I've heard they're really great, but I guess I'll have to wait till another day because Captain George's closed early. And that's what surprised me about the place. I mean, I looked at their hours and it's like they don't stay open that late, and I don't get why, because from what I've heard they have really good fish and chips, so you figured they would stay open later. Thankfully though, my night was saved because I was able to go to Dairy Queen, which is one of my another favorite place of mine to eat. Had a nice bacon cheeseburger and some fries, and I had an Oreo Blizzard. I absolutely love Oreo Blizzards. They're one of my favorites for sure. And yeah, so in a way it was kind of a disappointing Saturday for going out to eat, but at the same time I'm glad that at least Dairy Queen was open since Subway was out of bread, and the Captain George's had closed when I was no sooner getting up there. Wanna know the one thing that surprised me about the local Subway up here though? I mean, no offense to the people that work there. I mean, I have a good friend that works there and she's great at her job at Subway. But what I don't get about the local Subway is basically they have a trend there where they'll run out of bread and they won't make more bread when they run out of certain kinds of bread. They won't make like that certain kind of bread, more of that certain kind of bread. And then you'll go in there like around 8 or 9 at night only to find out, oh sorry sir, we don't have that bread when you ask for a certain type of bread. And it's like, okay. And with me, I'm kind of picky. I only like 2 kinds of bread to use for my sub, either Italian or Parmesan oregano. So when I go in there and they don't have either of those, it's kind of frustrating for me. And you figure they would be more up to date on their whole bread making thing, which a good idea for them, I think, would be is that every time they run out of a certain kind of bread, you should make more. That way, if a customer comes in wanting a sub with that kind of bread, you'll actually have it. That way, you won't lose business, and you'll get more customers too. And yeah, I just don't get that about my local Subway. It's a great place to eat, but unless you go there relatively early in the day most of the time, they won't have the bread you want, usually. Or sometimes you get lucky and you go in there at night and they'll have the bread, but most of the time they won't have the bread you want unless you go in there early. So yeah, I was basically on YouTube today watching some videos by one of my new favorite comedian slash impersonators by the name of Melissa Villaseñor, and I apologize to Melissa if I did get your name wrong. You are one of my favorite comics, though. I'm a huge fan of yours. I have been, actually, since I've seen you on America's Got Talent. And I'm hoping that you make it to the finals, because you really are a great impressionist. I've seen some of your stand-up comedy routines, and they were absolutely hilarious. Really funny and stuff like that. And I thoroughly enjoyed them. And I can't wait to see some of the other stuff you post on YouTube and your next performance on America's Got Talent. Should be something to really look forward to. And yeah, for those of you who don't know Melissa Villaseñor, or you haven't been watching America's Got Talent, you should really check out this girl on YouTube, because she is really funny. I wouldn't be promoting her if I didn't think she was really funny and I didn't like her videos. So yeah, you should totally check her out. And basically, I have subscribed to her page, so if you look in my subscriptions, you should find the subscription that'll take you to her page so you can check out some of her videos. And she does some really good impressions. My favorite so far has to be her Natalie Portman and Kathy Griffin impressions. She's like right on with those. And yeah, they're really funny, actually. So yeah, I know I said I'd try and get more to talk about on this YouTube video, but the next one I did, fortunately I don't have much to talk about, so I figured I'd do some more, end off by doing some more YouTube promotion. And I recently asked a girl I know on YouTube by the name of Alex if I could promote her page, so I basically figured I would do that now. Basically, her page is a little page by the name of the BA Vlogs. It's a page where Alex does these little videos with her friends and family. They're like interesting, funny, little entertaining videos that I thoroughly enjoy watching every time she uploads a new video. They're really good and really funny, and she has like this really cool sense of humor, and she's actually one of the cutest girls I've seen on YouTube. I think I've told her that on her page, but yeah, if you're interested in checking out her page, because she does have some really funny videos, that is basically the name of it. I don't know how well you can see it, but hopefully you can see it pretty good on my webcam. She also has a page where she does movie reviews called Fetch Me Flicks, and that's the name of the other page. It's another page you should check out too if you are really into movie reviews and stuff like that, because I seen her first movie review and it actually was pretty good, I gotta say, and I'm looking forward to the next one she does. But yeah, I totally recommend checking out the BA Vlogs, because it is a really good page. There's some entertaining videos on there. I was actually watching a couple today where Alex and I think the name of her friend is Brittany, they were doing some drive-through pranks, and I was literally laughing my ass off because it was so funny. But yeah, anyway, I hope you'll check out her page and subscribe to it, because it is a really great page. And just in case you're watching, Alex, which I hope you are, just wanted to give you a little shout out, and let you know that I love your page, and I hope that by promoting it on my page, it gets some people going to it, some more people and subscribers going to it, because it really is a great page, and you should totally check it out if you have the chance. I'm sure you won't be disappointed. And yeah, I just figured I'd promote her page on here because I really like it. So yeah, I hope you see this video, Alex, and that you comment on it. And yeah, this has been another XX Vlogs of Max. I'll try and have more to talk to on my next vlog. And yeah, hope you all have a great day, and see you later, people.